Hello guys, short intro. This video will be short BC. I didn't want it to be too long. I will post episode 9 this week. I hope you guys enjoy. There are a list of mistakes, my bad, I was in a rush, but I love you guys either way. Thank you so much.
Disclaimer, I do not own any of the Haikyuu characters or art said. This is not how I view the Haikyuu characters. This is just for pure entertainment. Warning, language might not be suitable for audience under the age of 13. That's all I have to say on to the video.
Some hoes better not fuck with my juice, cause he hot and he don't wanna lose me.
Big dude.
I like the way that fucking boy abuse me. He got a big dick, he know
She got her own girl.
He got a big dick, he know how to use
She
it.
got her
He
own
got a
girl.
big dick, he know how to use
She
it.
got her own
He got a big dick, he know how to use
She
it.
got her
He
own
got a big dick, he know how to
Big dude. Yeah. Let me. Yeah. Boom. Let's go. Told the baby, bring it over.
Bro, what is y'all beefing over, dog? It's 7 in the morning. How are y'all this mad? Her bro was sneak dissing. You know I don't play like that. Bro, I don't even know you. Shut up.
Put that grown woman on me, you scared.
Y'all can't handle this outside of school? Hell nah, bae. I need you to record this. I'm not doing it. Bro, I'm not recording that. This got nothing to do with it. Start recording or I'm gonna catch you next.
Don't be shy, show that print. Show me while I'm driving.
Bro, he's not even moving no more. I don't care. Keep
Pull up, let
recording.
me beat it. Shut up, let me eat it. Shut up. Tell me when to start, cause if you don't, I keep eating. Baby, I'm a scorpion, you I'm rich and I'm freaking. Fuck me till I'm tweaking. Pussy water, pussy leaking.
I now pronounce you husband and wife. Who said that? Who said that? Now pronounce you husband and wife.
Bitch, I'm big Joe.
Now pronounce you husband and wife.
Let me.
I'm mad at you, let's fight. Put that away, you psycho!
Ass fat, damn, baby thick. Nigga, slow down. You gon' shake your ass to tease a nigga. Girl, you low down. Lick your tongue out in public, give me. It's gon' go down. Fuck on that Wooter. Got a stupid, want some more round. Damn, shorty raw. She eat dick and balls. Keep a pussy ball. Got me tweaking in them draws. Got me tweaking in them draws. Got me weekly in them draws. Rich nigga dick. And I'm on my shit. Shorty love a nigga. She go crazy about the dick. Tell your nigga chill out. Don't do arguing in this bitch. Got my members with me. Bitch, you sparking in this bitch. Big dude.
In the messy-ass GCBC, everyone cheating in this bitch. Yamaguchi came online. Yamaguchi sent an attachment. Yamaguchi went offline. No way. Tsukishima, stand up. He took back a cheater? That's what I'm saying. Disappointed. Don't act like you wouldn't. I wouldn't. Oh, anyways, did you guys know that IWAIZUMI was cheating on OIKAWA with Sakusa? Duh, like IWAIZUMI made it so obvious. You told us in a separate GCU made a while back. Oh yeah. Period. 2 months ago in the TGC. What is it? IWAIZUMI, what happened? He diddled with Sakusa's penis. Bro, what the fuck? I know you lying. Please tell me Atsumu, Osamu, Suna, Komori, OIKAWA, and IWAIZUMI is not in here. He's not, don't worry. Where the hell did you get that? Let's just say, it came to me. Does OIKAWA knows? Well, he found out. What the fuck, and he didn't tell me he found out. When? A few weeks ago. But we knew like a month prior to him. Why didn't we tell him? It's none of our business. Guess you're right. But how did he find out? Did he have suspicions? Nah, it just came to him, you know. Oh shit. Okay, how do you know this? Last time we were TG and went out, he got drunk and we just talked. And you didn't tell him that you already knew that IWAIZUMI was cheating on him. Aren't y'all like best friends? Yeah, but something like this happened before and I told him and he went off on me. And IWAIZUMI was never caught. So you're telling me IWAIZUMI have done something like this before and got away with it? Yeah, bro, Enouch, tell us what he told you. I bet. Toru had been noticing strange behaviors in IWAIZUMI for a while, making Toru feel unsettled. Little things like unexpected late-night outings, secretive phone calls, and subtle hints of distance between them. Toru's intuition and insecurities started to take hold. Despite noticing the unusual behavior, Toru chose to trust IWAIZUMI. He believed in their relationship, convinced that IWAIZUMI would never betray him. Toru pushed his doubts aside, convincing himself that everything was fine and that he was just being paranoid. It's been 8 months, and IWAIZUMI's odd behavior continued. Toru's suspicions and anxiety grew, but he continued to cling on to his trust in IWAIZUMI. He tried to rationalize the situation, convincing himself that there must be a reasonable explanation for everything. However, the seeds of doubt had already taken root in his mind. One day, Toru came across IWAIZUMI sitting at the kitchen table, his face lit up with a smile as he looked down at his phone. The sight caught Toru off guard, as IWAIZUMI rarely smiled so genuinely these days. Curiosity getting the better of him, Toru approached IWAIZUMI and asked nonchalantly, "Who are you talking to with that smile on your face?" IWAIZUMI looked up from his phone, his smile faltering momentarily as he noticed Toru standing next to him. He tried to act nonchalant, but there was a hint of guilt in his eyes. "Oh, it's just an old friend. We were just catching up, that's all." Toru's stomach tightened at IWAIZUMI's response. Something about his casual explanation made Toru uneasy. He fought to keep his voice steady as he asked, "An old friend? Is that why you've been glued to your phone lately? You never smile like that unless you're talking to me." IWAIZUMI's expression hardened, sensing the suspicion in Toru's voice. He tried to brush it off, forcing a casual tone. "It's not a big deal, okay? We didn't talk for a while and we're just catching up, that's all. You don't have to be so jealous." Toru's eyes narrowed further, not quite buying IWAIZUMI's explanation. He crossed his arms and leaned against the counter, his tone turning more accusatory. "Jealous? Why would I be jealous? You're the one acting suspicious lately. You've been going out late, you're always on your phone, and now you're smiling at someone else? You expect me to believe that there's nothing going on?" IWAIZUMI bristled at Toru's words, his frustration and guilt starting to show. He put down his phone and turned to face Toru directly. "You're being paranoid, Toru. I already told you it's just an old friend. There's nothing going on, okay? You're blowing this way out of proportion." As IWAIZUMI dismissed his concerns, Toru's patience wore thin. His frustration boiled over, and he exclaimed, gesturing at IWAIZUMI's phone, "Paranoid? I'm not being paranoid, you're being secretive. You're always on your phone, you're always out late, and you never tell me where you're going or who you're talking to. How am I supposed to trust you when you keep acting this way?" IWAIZUMI flinched at Toru's outburst, his initial defensiveness giving way to a mix of guilt and defensiveness. He tried to remain steady, but a hint of anger crept into his voice as he spoke. "You're being ridiculous. I'm not secretive, I just have my own life. I don't need to report my whereabouts or my conversations to you. Trust should go both ways, you know." Toru clenched his fists, his frustration turning into a cold anger. He retorted, his voice laced with hurt and betrayal. "Trust should go both ways, huh? Well, it's a two-way street. You're not doing your part in this relationship, IWAIZUMI. It's like you're hiding something from me, like you're keeping secrets. And don't even get me started on the late nights out. Where the hell are you going anyway?" IWAIZUMI shifted uncomfortably, unable to meet Toru's gaze. There was a flicker of guilt in his eyes, but he tried to cover it up with anger and defensiveness. "I'm not hiding anything, okay? I just need some time to myself sometimes, alright? And the late nights, it's not a big deal. It's just hanging out with friends, that's all." As Toru's voice began to crack, the weight of his emotions washed over him. His anger gradually gave way to a sense of fear and betrayal. His voice trembled as he spoke. "Just hanging out with friends, huh? That's all it is? Then why are you so defensive? Why are you dodging my questions? Don't you think I have a right to know the truth when I'm your boyfriend, IWAIZUMI?" IWAIZUMI's jaw tightened as he listened to Toru's trembling voice. There was a mixture of guilt and defensiveness in his expression, his walls slowly crumbling under Toru's emotional outburst. "You're being paranoid, Toru. You're making a big deal out of nothing. I swear, it's just hanging out with friends, nothing more. Why can't you trust me on this? If there is nothing, let me see." As Toru reaches for IWAIZUMI's phone, he instinctively pulls it away, gripping it tightly in his hand. "Damn it, Toru, put your hands down. You're overreacting, alright? There's nothing on my phone that you need to see." Toru, fueled by frustration and suspicion, refuses to back down. "Then prove it. If there's nothing to hide, then let me see what's on your phone." IWAIZUMI holds the phone out of Toru's reach, a hint of desperation in his eyes. "Don't be ridiculous, Toru. I'm not letting you snoop through my phone. You're acting like a jealous, paranoid boyfriend." Toru's eyes blaze with anger and frustration. He ignores IWAIZUMI's protests and tried one more time to grab the phone. They are both screaming at each other. "Damn it, IWAIZUMI, let me see your phone. I have every right to know what's going on, especially when you've been acting so suspicious lately." Why can't you give me the fucking phone? IWAIZUMI's grip on his phone tightens even more, his anxiety rising. He knows that if Toru sees what's on his phone, it will all be over. He tries to calm Toru down. Toru, calm down. There's really nothing to worry about. Okay, you need to trust me on this. Just stop and listen to me for a minute. Toru doesn't want to listen to IWAIZUMI's pleas. He lunges forward one more time, trying to tear the phone from IWAIZUMI's hands. Shut up. I can't trust you when you're being so secretive. Just give me your damn phone. IWAIZUMI had enough of this. With one single rise of a hand smacked OIKAWA across his face. This time, IWAIZUMI's blow lands harder, causing Toru's head to snap to the side. Pain and shock wash over Toru's face, his eyes wide with a mix of hurt and anger. Asterisk. What the fuck? IWAIZUMI's anger and frustration reach their boiling point. He raises his hand again, prepared to strike Toru once more. Asterisk. You just won't listen, will you? You're so goddamn stubborn. You just can't back off and trust me, can you? You just have to keep pushing and pushing, don't you? You're acting like a crazy bitch. Toru's eyes fill with tears, not only from the pain of the slaps but also from the hurt of IWAIZUMI's betrayal. He tries to defend himself, taking a step back. Get your fucking hands off of me. I just want the truth. If you're not doing anything wrong, then why can't you prove it? Why can't you just let me see your phone? IWAIZUMI's voice was cold and firm, his expression unreadable. Because I have something to hide, alright? I have something on my phone that I don't want you to see. Are you happy now? I'm cheating on you, okay? I've been seeing someone else behind your back. And there it was the truth. OIKAWA already knew this for the past 8 months, so it does hurt as bad right now. Toru's heart sinks even further. He had suspected it, but hearing IWAIZUMI admit to cheating still stung. He tries to mask his pain with anger, his voice shaky. How long? How long have you been cheating on me? IWAIZUMI can't bring himself to look at Toru as he speaks. For the past 8 months, it's been going on for 8 months. I didn't mean for it to happen, it just sort of happened. But if you hadn't been so fucking annoying every day, it wouldn't happen. Toru's anger surges, his voice becoming louder and more intense. 8 months? You've been cheating on me for 8 months. And you have the nerve to apologize now? You're only sorry because you got caught. IWAIZUMI's pent-up anger and guilt finally bubble over. He raises his voice, his expression defiant. Yeah, I cheated on you, okay? I admit it. You were always so goddamn clingy and possessive, it was suffocating. You wouldn't let me have any space, any time to myself. I needed an escape, and I found it in someone else. Toru reels from the harsh words, hurt and anger mixing together. Tears stream down his face, but he refuses to back down. So it's my fault, huh? I was too clingy and possessive, so you had to go cheat on me? Is that it? You couldn't just talk to me about it, you had to betray me instead? IWAIZUMI glares at Toru, his expression hardening. You just don't get it, do you? You're too damn selfish and needy. You always think about yourself and your own needs. You never considered how I felt, how trapped I felt in this relationship. I needed someone who understood me, who let me breathe and have some space. OIKAWA felt something in him break. He jumps in towards IWAIZUMI, tackling him with pure rage. The fight turns into a chaotic brawl, with Toru and IWAIZUMI exchanging punches and scratches as they roll on the floor. The anger and pain they've been bottling up for months now explodes into a physical altercation. OIKAWA, breathing heavily, straddles IWAIZUMI, fists clenched and trembling. His normally composed face is twisted in anger, a fury rarely seen from him. Each punch lands with a sickening thud against IWAIZUMI's face, but the latter remains stoic, his body absorbing the blows. Blood trickles from a cut on IWAIZUMI's lip, but his eyes never leave OIKAWA's. Despite the pain, there's a depth of understanding and sadness in his gaze. OIKAWA's punch is slow, his strength faltering as raw emotion overwhelms him. His knuckles are bruised, shaking now, and tears begin to mix with the sweat on his face, his rage turning into desperation. IWAIZUMI tries to shield his face from Toru's relentless barrage of punches, desperately trying to push him off. However, Toru's anger grants him immense strength, and he keeps driving his fists into IWAIZUMI. Get the fuck off me. IWAIZUMI tries to defend himself, blocking some of Toru's punches but unable to fully protect himself. The blows land on his face, causing him pain and blood to trickle down his nose and lip. IWAIZUMI elbows OIKAWA in the nose, pushing him off of him and then grabs him by his hair and drags him on the ground to the front door. Toru cries out as IWAIZUMI grabs him by the hair and drags him roughly across the floor. The sudden pain and the force of being dragged knock the air out of him, leaving him disoriented and struggling to free himself. Toru tumbles out of the house, hitting the ground with a thud. He lays there for a few seconds, pain and shock setting in, before pushing himself up and glaring at IWAIZUMI through the doorway. Oikawa's fists pound relentlessly against the wooden door, each strike echoing through the quiet night. His breathing is ragged, almost frantic, as if every breath fuels his manic desperation. His eyes are wild, unrecognizable from their usual calm demeanor, clouded with frustration and something close to panic. He slams the flat of his hand against the door, again and again, his knuckles reddening with each impact. His voice, hoarse from shouting, cracks as he calls out IWAIZUMI's name. "How can you do this? I've done everything, I did everything for you." The words come out choked, almost a plea now, as he presses his forehead against the door, fists still trembling, his entire body quaking with a mix of anger and helplessness. IWAIZUMI, still standing inside the doorway, cringes at the sound of Oikawa's constant banging. His anger has subsided a bit, replaced by a look of guilt and regret. "Stop it, Toru," he says, his voice laced with frustration. "You need to calm down. I need to fucking calm down. I'll fucking make you regret it. You fucking cheating ass bastard." Oikawa stands outside IWAIZUMI's door, his voice hoarse as he screams, his raw emotions cutting through the stillness of the night. His fists slam into the door again and again, each bang louder and more desperate than the last. "Why?" he yells, his voice cracking under the weight of his frustration and pain. His breathing is erratic, chest heaving as if he's running out of air. His knuckles are raw and bruised, but he doesn't stop. He can't stop. Every bang of his fist seems to carry the weight of all the unsaid words, all the unresolved tension between them. "IWAIZUMI," he screams again, his voice breaking as tears of frustration well up in his eyes, his relentless banging echoing like thunder in the empty night. IWAIZUMI's expression hardens at Toru's outburst. He's torn between the desire to shut him out and the guilt that gnaws at him. "Damn it, Toru, just listen to me for a second," he responds, his voice firm but with a hint of pleading. Yelling and banging on the door won't solve anything. IWAIZUMI stands there, watching as Toru finally stops banging on the door. For a few moments, the only sound that can be heard is the sound of their breaths, heavy and ragged from the recent fight. IWAIZUMI flinches as Oikawa kicks the door again, the force of the blow making it rattle in its frame. Frustrated, he raises his voice. "Stop kicking the damn door, Toru. Oh my god, you're a fucking crazy bitch." IWAIZUMI steps back anxiously as the door trembles under Oikawa's relentless kicks. His worry grows as the door begins to show signs of weakening. He calls out to Oikawa, his voice urgent. "Are you mental? Stop it, it's gonna break." Oikawa, standing tall, his face a mix of determination and exhaustion, takes a deep breath. His foot swings in a fluid motion, and with one final, powerful kick, the door crashes down, splintering at the hinges. Dust and fragments scatter across the ground, the echo of the impact reverberating through the room. His sharp gaze remains fixed ahead, unyielding and focused, as the path before him finally opens. The air feels heavier, as if the moment has just shifted in his favor. IWAIZUMI stares in shock as the door crashes to the ground, the frame shattered and the door itself dented and battered. Oikawa stands in the doorway, panting heavily, his face a storm of emotions. Oikawa tackle throws him again, but this time putting IWAIZUMI in headlock. Caught off guard, IWAIZUMI is unprepared as Toru tackled him and put him in a headlock. IWAIZUMI struggles, trying to escape the hold, but Toru's grip is firm and unyielding. Oikawa mutters, eyes full of rage and out of breath. "I'll fucking kill you, IWAIZUMI." IWAIZUMI, still trapped in the headlock, tries to pry Toru's grip away. His voice comes out strained, mixed with anger and a hint of fear. "Let me go," he stutters, his face turning red from lack of oxygen. "This is fucking crazy, let go." Oikawa speaks, his voice cold and filled with anger. "Quiet, listen to me. You hurt me, IWAIZUMI. You cheated on me, and now you're trying to tell me to calm down? After everything you did? You betrayed me, you broke my trust." Sakusa had barely pulled up in the driveway when his phone buzzed with a message from IWAIZUMI. He glanced at the text, something short and cryptic, but before he could read it in full, a loud crash echoed from the house. His eye snapped toward the front door, now hanging off its hinges, splintered and broken. Without hesitation, he threw open his car door and rushed toward the commotion. Inside, Oikawa had IWAIZUMI in a headlock, their faces tense and strained. IWAIZUMI, fighting back but clearly caught off guard, struggled in Oikawa's grip. The intensity of the scene sent a surge of adrenaline through Sakusa. He knew he had to act fast. Without a second thought, he darted forward, his mind racing with how to defuse the situation before things spiraled out of control. As Sakusa comes up behind Oikawa, the latter is too preoccupied with his fight with IWAIZUMI to notice. Before he can react, Sakusa swings the vase, catching Oikawa off guard and knocking him out. The vase shatters upon impact, and Oikawa crumples to the ground, unconscious. Sakusa straightens up, looking at the unconscious Oikawa with a mix of concern and relief. He turns to IWAIZUMI and speaks up. What the fuck happened? Did he find out? IWAIZUMI takes a deep breath, his body still sore from the altercation with OIKAWA. He nods, his voice weary. Yeah, he did. He found out about me cheating, caught me red-handed, so to speak. Things got heated, and we got into a fight. His fucking crazy like I was telling you. Sakusa's expression hardens as he processes the information. He lets out a sigh, the atmosphere heavy with tension. Asterisk. Damn, so he went nuts then, huh? I guess I got here right in time. IWAIZUMI nods again, running a hand through his messy hair. He glances at OIKAWA's unconscious body. Asterisk. You got here just in time. Yeah, thanks for that. He went ballistic, started banging on the door, kicking it in, screaming, the whole 9 yards. Sakusa crosses his arms, looking at IWAIZUMI with a serious look on his face. And you're lucky I came here. You told me to come over around 7 p.m. and I'm here. Does he know it was me he cheated on him with? IWAIZUMI shakes his head, his expression guilty. He lets out a sigh, the weight of his actions pressing down on him. No, he doesn't know. He just knows I was seeing someone, not who exactly. He was too angry to listen to anything else. Sakusa raises an eyebrow, a hint of irritation in his tone. Asterisk. You can't let him know. If he finds out then, Atsumu will find out. I mean not like I care but his brother is fucking crazy. IWAIZUMI flinches at the mention of Atsumu. He knows all too well how protective Osamu is of his twin brother. Yeah, I know. I don't need more guys banging down my door trying to kill me. I'll keep it locked from him. For now, at least. Sakusa nods, his expression hard to read. He glances at OIKAWA's unconscious form on the floor again. What are we going to do with him? We can't just leave him here. IWAIZUMI looks at OIKAWA as well, his guilt evident on his face. He runs a hand through his hair, thinking, just leave the crazy bitch there. He made me bleed. I'll just stay over at your place. Since Atsumu is out of town, right? Sakusa nods in agreement. He's not too bothered about OIKAWA being left there, as he holds a grudge against him. IWAIZUMI lets out a sigh of relief, grateful for Sakusa's offer. He stands up, wincing a little at the pain from the fight with OIKAWA. Asterisk. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Let's go. Sakusa nods, and the two of them head out, leaving OIKAWA unconscious on the floor of the house. The tension of the day's events lingers in the air as they walk away, the night descending upon them. As OIKAWA lays unconscious on the floor, his body still. Before all of this started, OIKAWA left his phone recording on the kitchen table. Period. OIKAWA's eyelids flutter open, and he slowly regains consciousness. He groans as pain shoots through his body from the fight earlier, and he pushes himself up into a sitting position. The room is dimly lit, and OIKAWA's mind is still foggy from being knocked out. Asterisk. OIKAWA slowly pushes himself off the floor, groaning as his sore muscles protest the movement. He stands up, a bit unsteadily, and looks around the room, wincing at the pain and the memory of what had just happened. OIKAWA slowly makes his way to the kitchen, walking with a slight limp. He is focused on finding his phone, hoping that it is still working. He looks around the kitchen counter, searching for his device, his heart racing with anticipation and anxiety. As OIKAWA finally locates his phone on the kitchen counter, he notices that it is still on and actively recording. A mix of curiosity and dread fills him as he realizes that it has been recording the entire time he was unconscious. With trepidation, OIKAWA begins to listen to the recording of everything that had taken place while he was unconscious. The sound of IWAIZUMI and Sakusa's voices fill his ears, their words like a dagger to his heart. He listens as IWAIZUMI confesses about cheating on him with Sakusa, and Sakusa's indifference to the situation. As he continues to listen, OIKAWA's emotions are whipped into a frenzy, a whirlpool of hurt and anger swirling within him. The revelation of IWAIZUMI's infidelity and Sakusa's nonchalance cut deep, fueling a tidal wave of pain and betrayal. While OIKAWA is hurting and devastated, a spark of determination ignites within him. He couldn't let IWAIZUMI and Sakusa get away with what they had done. The need for revenge and a desire to make them understand the pain they had caused him starts to burn within him. As OIKAWA's thoughts turn to revenge, a plan begins to form in his mind. He knew that he couldn't confront IWAIZUMI and Sakusa on his own, not with the betrayal they had inflicted upon him. That's when he decided to call up Ushijima, and from there everything was why they are in this situation now. Period. Oh my god, what the fuck? This is crazy. He just left him there. What the fuck? This is why you didn't add OIKAWA, Atsumu, Suna, Sakusa, Ushijima, Tendao, IWAIZUMI, Komori, Suna and Osamu. Yeah, cause if they were to find out that they all know I just know someone is going to jail. So why did you tell us this? OIKAWA trusted you with the recording. Trusted me? He doesn't know that I have it. Sugawara, how did you get it? You don't need to worry about it. Is there more? Yes. Then fucking tell us. Okay. Period. A few days later, IWAIZUMI shows up at OIKAWA's doorstep.
Yeah. everybody know the truth hurt. Everybody get played, everybody fuck around, hate to say it, but you know I had to do it first. Baby girl, I try to give you the universe. Don't you really love the feeling when you feeling her? When